What's up? Welcome to your Buckeye Rush Hour. October 6th, 2023. That's the date, obviously. Welcome in, everybody. Getting ready for we got like an 8-week just slugfest, man. 8 weeks in a row, hopefully 9 with that Big Ten championship game. 8 weeks in a row. Take no prisoners, balls to the wall, all the football, all this fall. And what else can I rhyme with all? I don't know. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. It's good to see everybody. Got PC in the chat already. Billy's in there. Love it. Drop your scores in. And we're doing the t-shirt giveaway every week. Give me your score prediction for the Buckeye game. We go by total points. And the winner closest to the number gets a free t-shirt from the BuckeyeCast.com. Still got that site-wide sale going on. The entire site. Everything's on sale. So check it out, the BuckeyeCast.com. You don't need any promo codes, no fancy shit. Everything is automatically on sale. So appreciate everybody who's popped in there and supported the show. You don't need to get a Buckeye Cast t-shirt necessarily with the logo and all that, but you can get yourself some Ohio State swag, and really helps. It goes a long way, helps support the show, and you get something in return. I like to think that the prices are reasonable in today's day and age, but so what do you guys want to talk about? You want to start off with the Big Ten schedule? Let's do it. That was a rhetorical question. All right. This might be difficult if you're watching on a phone right now, but I'm going to share the schedule grid here. If you're on a big ass TV, this might look perfect. But anyways, I'm going to zoom in on Ohio State. So this is 2024's schedule as it is right now. So we're talking, I'm focusing on the Buckeyes, obviously. I'm looking at this slate of games. I don't know. It doesn't really knock me over. Away games, we do have to go to Oregon and Penn State. So those are probably going to be difficult, but Oregon's going to have a new quarterback. Bo Nix is entering early retirement, I think. So he's no longer eligible. I wonder if he'll even get drafted. I don't think he's that good a quarterback. Call me crazy. Anyway, so Buckeyes go to Sparty, Northwestern, Oregon, Penn State. Penn State will probably be a whiteout. Oh, I just heard a little while ago that this year's Penn State game is going to be a nooner, probably on Fox. That's weird, isn't it? I can't remember the last time we played them in the daylight. Seems like it's always night. So anyway, here in the 24 season, the home games: Indiana, Iowa, team up north, Nebraska, and Purdue. Those are some garbage ass games. I feel sorry for the people that get season tickets every year. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. But yeah, this is not great. Jeez, Indiana, Iowa, and Nebraska, Purdue. Those are your home games. You get team up north, and then the non-con games, I was just looking at those too. You got Southern Miss to lead off the season, Western Michigan, Marshall. Then you start your Big Ten play. Yikes. So then pile on with Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Purdue. Wow. We're going to be down in the strength of schedule standings next year. We're going to be in the toilet. But no one. Let's look at Oregon. They're right next door here. They got to go to Michigan, to UCLA is no big deal, to Wisconsin, home games, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan State, the Buckeyes, and Washington. Not an easy schedule, but Michigan and us are Washington, I guess. But Washington's going to be without Penix. They're going to be breaking in a new quarterback too. So not sure how difficult that game is. Slide over here to Penn State. They got away games: Minnesota, Purdue, USC, Wisconsin. So they get to go to USC. That'll be a good jersey game, helmet game. Home games: Penn State has Illinois, Maryland, the Buckeyes, UCLA, Washington. Pretty easy schedule, in my opinion. I don't know. You don't know what to expect with Wisconsin. You don't know if they're going to turn things around there or what. Seems like they're kind of disorganized on offense, I guess I would call it. They lost Malusi, the running back. So USC and Ohio State are the two difficult games there for Penn State, in my opinion. Purdue, nobody cares. Rutgers, UCLA. USC now, they got Michigan at Michigan. They got UCLA, obviously, across town. Then they got to go to Washington. Again, might not be that tough a game. But then at home, they got Penn State coming in, we mentioned, and that's about it. Washington, oh boy, they get to go to Iowa. Wow, so think about this travel schedule for Washington. They get to go to Indiana from Washington, the state, not the DC. Indiana, then Iowa, then Penn State, then Rutgers. That's your travel schedule in one season. Oh my God, dude. That is a lot. That's a lot of airtime. Hope they got miles. So Washington does have Michigan at home, USC at home, UCLA at home. UCLA is going to be interesting with Dante Moore at quarterback, another year in. That could be tough. Let's look at the team up north here. Away games: Illinois, Indiana, Ohio State, Washington. And then home games: Michigan State, Minnesota, Northwestern, Oregon, USC. So that's the other thing with USC. They're probably going to be breaking in a new quarterback too. So all the tough teams and that are joining the Big Ten, all of them are breaking in a first-year quarterback. UCLA, a second-year quarterback. Sparty, that's a dumpster fire. I don't even care. So team up north is going to have pretty cupcake schedule, in my opinion, except for us and maybe USC, but USC doesn't play defense, right? And getting them at home will make life easier for them, for the Wolverines. So let's pop in the chat and see what people like or don't like. You might want to pause this if you want to check out the grid. And we're taking calls. Hey, don't forget, phone number is scrolling above my head this way. And it's also in the description below me. All right, let's see who's in here. We got PC is first. He said, I got to step away for a minute, but I'll be back. All right, we're holding you to that. Billy's in here. Go Bucks, Billy. Temper, hey, Billy. Hey, Temper, whatever. Drew Smith, what's up? Drew Smith says Big Ten looked at Michigan's pussy schedule 3 years running and then threw the hammer down. That's right. Oh, yeah, I did want to mention, don't forget, next year, Michigan has Texas at Ann Arbor week 2. So tack that on. Enjoy. We'll see if that actually takes place. I'm surprised they haven't canceled that yet with Texas joining the SEC. Same with Oklahoma. I'm surprised they play any of those non-cons. Anyways, Billy says we have the easy out of conference next year. Yeah. Welcome to the Big Ten Huskies. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Michigan finally gets a difficult schedule. They're not used to that. I feel bad. I feel very, very bad for them. But then you got some cupcakes in here like Indiana. Illinois always plays Michigan kind of tough, and that's at Illinois. So Illinois, the Buckeyes. I don't know what to think about Washington without Michael Penix. I don't know what to expect there. But then Oregon without Bo Nix, USC without Caleb Williams. Let's see what these teams really look like. They'll be good. I mean, all those teams will be ranked, no doubt. But it's about, you don't know. The quarterback's the most important position on the field. Let's check out the chat. Ray Straight, what's up, Ray? Drew Smith said Michigan will have COVID week 2. Yeah, they will. They like to pull that card when they're not feeling good. And Michigan's going to be working in a new QB too. JJ's probably off to the NFL after this year. So could put the Buckeyes in a very, very good position quarterback-wise. And Penn State, obviously, Drew Aller will be back. But, Drew Smith, he says Michigan will have a COVID week 2 and then have a full practice the next day. Yeah, it's amazing how that stuff works, right? Modern medicine. It's a miracle. PC says, I'm back, bitches. All right. He says, Team Up North gets a hard schedule. Cry me a river. Karma's a bitch. Exactly. Yeah. We'll see how difficult it is. Again, with all the first-year quarterbacks that are going to be starting, that's a good question, Temper. Let's discuss. Embrace debate. Will we have a new quarterback? I don't think so. I don't think we'll have a new quarterback. Oh, we got some callers. We got callers. Hold up. Going to the phones. We'll come back to that. We got PC in here. Let me make sure that doesn't happen. All right. Caller 1, PC.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you doing, PC?
What's up, man? How you been?
Good. Keeping busy,
Yeah. So, just wanted to call and give my, I called in a little bit, so
yeah.
Want to give my take on this Maryland game.
Great.
So I think it's going to be a good example of the different types of play or teams that we're gonna see. So you typically have your gunslinger and your smash mouth, type games. I think this one is gonna be more of the gunslinger type. Smash mouth. We saw that in Notre Dame, and I think our guys held up pretty well.
Okay.
But this is going to be a good test for kind of those that like to run and gun RPO a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think Day's going to run it up, man. Him and Loxley, they got beef. And
do you know what that's about?
I've heard that it's about the whole Chase Young thing and how Loxley or someone in his ilk dimed him out.
Yeah, that's it.
So it seems funny, like we play those guys. I mean, it's almost like it reminds me a lot of Rutgers. It's like, oh, these poor bastards, they don't deserve it, right? But for whatever reason, Day just takes off the governor and lets her rip, and that's it's pretty fun to watch. But
yeah, exactly.
But I'm seeing big bully. We're gonna bully those guys on both sides of the ball. I think. I think on the ground we're gonna run all over them. I wouldn't be surprised 200 plus yards rushing on the ground.
I like that.
I think passing will be much improved. That Notre Dame game really gave McCord some more confidence. I think it's really all he needed because he's got skill, and I really think that's all he needed. So I think it's going to be a lot better the accuracy thing, I mean, that's tough, because we're used to CJ Stroud, and well, I don't know that anybody at Ohio State's ever thrown like CJ Stroud. So
Yeah.
Haskins was great also,
Mhm.
but Stroud, as far as accuracy, we need to, I'm sure McCord will get better, but
Yeah.
yeah, putting that Stroud expectation on him, I think might be a bit much. So we need to kind of come back to earth a little bit, Buckeye Nation.
That's a good point.
But that being said, though, I guess Maryland's best cornerback from last year in that game, I guess he went to NFL, so he's not even around anymore.
Yeah.
Somewhere, somebody said Marvin Harrison said that guy, I don't even know his name, was the toughest corner that he's ever played against. So something to be said for that. We'll see if the corners that they have now can step in and fill that, but I'm not seeing it.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, so as far as Maryland's offense goes, I really don't think they're going to be able to run worth a damn at all. Um, our guys have been pretty stout against the run. Talia or Baby Tua or whatever you want to call him, like
TT
he's
boy.
a yeah, TT boy. He's a run and gunner. He'll he'll get out of that pocket at the first sign of difficulty, and
Mhm.
he's pretty tough to sack. I guess. Have they had any sack? I thought I heard that they haven't had any sacks yet.
On Tua or
Yeah,
Talia? Yeah. I don't
Talia.
think so.
I,
I did
I
look
thought,
up his time in the pocket, and it's almost identical to Kyle's. It's like 2.7 seconds. Kyle's is like 2.68.
okay,
But
okay.
when Talia moves around, he's still looking to throw, He doesn't really take off. He only has like what, maybe 100 yards rushing on the year.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's kind of one of the things that, like, you come into this kind of thinking uh, that he's more of a Justin Fields type, but not really.
Right.
He's got good speed, good agility, but yeah, he's definitely he'll get out and he'll look to throw, even when he's scrambling or whatever. So it's not like he's just taking off. So yeah, he's out of the pocket pretty quick. But I still see multiple Buckeye sacks in this game. I don't know. I'm thinking 3 or more. You know, Talia runs well, but I think our guys are going to get home because his receivers aren't going to be able to get open against our corners. So I don't know, maybe a strip sack turnover or something. That kind of happened.
Nice.
Yeah, it happened last year. I know there was like the interception
Yeah.
right at the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think Zach Harrison, was it him? I think he got his hands on Talia as he was throwing it, and it just popped up in the air, and Steele caught it and ran it in for like a short touchdown.
Yeah. So, if he's under duress um, from our front four, then he's probably going to make some bad decisions throwing it too. So I'm seeing at least one INT. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there are 2 or more. But
Yeah, there's going to be opportunities out there.
yeah, I think so. They keep the other teams seem to like to go to Igbinosin a lot,
Yep.
or whoever he's covering rather.
Yep.
That's all right. He's a good hand fighter. He's physical. He'll get his. But yeah, what hasn't happened is they haven't really challenged Burke a whole lot. So
Right.
that'd be real interesting. Somebody tries it, see what happens.
Yeah, Igbinosin leads the team in targets.
Yeah. So I guess to kind of, well, not. I'll say this. Maryland, yeah, they're undefeated. but they're unranked for a reason. Vegas has a spread at, 19 and a half, whatever it is, for a reason.
Yep.
And quick before I get into this for a second, my prediction: Buckeyes 42, Maryland 17. I'm going with the over.
42-17.
Yeah.
Got it.
So if you look at, it's real easy to just say, well, they haven't played anybody. Well, you got to look a little bit deeper than that. And I did, and it was pretty eye-opening. So of the 5 opponents they've had, they have a combined record of 7-18. That's not very good.
No,
But if you look
I
at,
would say,
yeah, I didn't really know that, and I started looking at it, and there's a whole bunch of. So they only played one FCS team, but those teams that they have played a few FCS teams. So it kind of gives you an idea of the level of competition that their competition has been facing. Just to kind of put it into context, So Towson, whatever, however the hell you say that.
right.
FCS ranked 10 of 15 in their conference. They're 2-3. Charlotte, losing record. Their only win was against an FCS team. They're 1-4. Virginia, poor bastards, haven't won a single game. I caught one of their games when I was in the Army. I caught one of their games over there. That was pretty cool.
Right. Nice.
Charlottesville is a nice town. Anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. Michigan State, hot garbage off the field and a losing record, 2-3.
Yeah.
And then you got Indiana. They're just not good. Their only win was against the FCS team in Akron. And they have a losing, the Indiana has a losing record of 2-3. So, I guess whole thing I'm trying to say is, like, they haven't played anybody. Well, it's worse than that. So these guys, when they come into the shoe on Saturday, they are going to get punched in the mouth like they haven't never been punched in the mouth before. That our defense is so much more improved from last year. I don't think their offense is as good as last year. It's going to be quite a stark contrast for them to deal with from what they've had to face this year. So expecting big numbers.
Yeah, I agree. And even against Indiana, so I like to look at common opponents when I'm looking at the Buckeyes next game. And, so we go to Indiana and Maryland, look at that game. Maryland only converted 5 of 11 third downs. That's terrible. That's under 50% against Indiana, man. They were 1 of 1 on fourth, but BFD, they threw the ball well, but who doesn't against Indiana? 350 through the air, only $120 on the ground. And Indiana had the ball for 38 minutes to Maryland's 22. So Indiana tried to pull what they did with us, where they bleed clock all the way down inside of 10 seconds, every play clock, and then run the ball. But obviously the final score, 44-17, the plan didn't work somehow.
Yeah.
You do have to actually try to score points,
well,
I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you're, ask Iowa. Their defense does a good job of that, but
yeah,
because their offense can't. But I mean, yeah, I'm not a huge proponent of the transitive property, but like when it's this ugly and this stark, you have to call it for what it is.
yeah.
I'm just not, like I said, man, they're not ranked for a reason. The spread is what it is for a reason. I'm not seeing it at all. So it'd be a good game. be good to watch. I'm real curious to see what the defense can dial up for these guys. The other day, in one of the press conferences, I heard, maybe it was on the recap from your show. I think it was Day said that Knowles had some defensive plays dialed up that he still hasn't sprung yet.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the blitzes. Yep.
Yeah. So I really want to see that. I mean, obviously they're not gonna bring out their, the fine china for this one, or next week, but really excited to see the growth and how these guys can develop and get more out of their defense. I'd really like to see more sacks, but that really hasn't been an issue. They're getting good pressure. The points per game is low, so you can't really complain. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? The points per game. So
exactly. Yeah, Buckeyes are doing well in that category. Yeah, I think I agree with you, especially on the Buckeyes. Playing great defense. I don't see why that would change suddenly, especially at home. And then Ryan Day running it up on offense. Those two check out for me. So sign me up for that.
Yeah, well, on your morning show too, I think it was today, you said play the bench. And
yeah,
I agree with that 100%. Anytime that you're up by, I would say 3 scores, but if you want to do 4, fine. If you're up by 4 scores, just get every freaking starter out of there and put all, second and third stringers in, because those guys need that playing time. They do. It'll come up and bite us if we don't afford them time. So it'll do wonders for them, so I agree with you completely. Anyway, man, just want to call and give a shout and give my prediction more than anything, so I can get another shirt.
There you go. Racking them up.
I got 3 kids, so I gotta.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can get one for each here.
Nah, I'm keeping them all.
All right. Nice.
All right, man.
Perfect, man.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take care, PC.
Take care, man. Go Bucks.
Yep. We'll see you. Go Bucks. All right, folks, let's go back to the chat, see what's happening. We're still taking calls. Whoever dropped off, we had another call while PC was on. So whoever dropped off, please feel free to dial in. The phone lines are wide ass open. So pop in there. The number is pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the scrolling above my head and down in the description below the video. So let's see what's happening here. Jeremiah says, hey, Joe, ready for a big Buckeyes win tomorrow? High noon at the shoe. Let's go Buckeyes. Yes, I am ready, Jeremiah. I'm ready today. I could watch football right now. Temper reminds us that it's morning game for us on the Best Coast. Hey, I'm on the West Coast too, of Florida. It's not as nice as your West Coast, though. Billy says, game starts on my second cup of coffee. Temper, love it. Nice. Temper says, I usually get drunk too early. Nice. A little Irish coffee. That sounds like a win. Get drunk and stay awake all day. Billy says, don't get drunk till second half. I've matured. What do you guys mix in there? You throw a little bourbon and a little whiskey, something in the coffee, or do you go just straight to the beers? Temper says, by the second game, I'm burnt out. Yeah. You got to get some food in there. You got to fuel up. Temper says, I hear at least drizzle cold, maybe rain. How will that affect Kyle? That's a good question. I was just looking for the forecast for Columbus Saturday. Yeah, I'm seeing, let's look at about 11 a.m. That's Monday. Saturday, son of a bitch. I got 20% chance of humidity, or precipitation, humidity 62%, wind 15 miles an hour. So not too bad. So all in all, decent. That's football weather, right? I mean, you might want to wear a jacket to the game. But yeah, you can throw a football through 15-mile-an-hour winds without much issue. I don't think Kyle will have much problems. Your deep balls, you might see them flutter a bit, but Kyle doesn't throw a ton of those anyways. And Marv's got the bad ankle, so maybe you go easy on him. So yeah, if it does rain more, maybe steady rain, then that could become an issue. But with the wind doesn't concern me. The rain always does, wetness and shit. And that, it kind of goes in with what PC was saying about the run game, But I like the run game to go off if there is a downpour of any kind. Billy says Virginia had that freshman quarterback who was a lot of fun to watch. I'm not aware of him. I haven't watched Virginia football in a while. Billy says Maryland had a lot of explosives versus Indiana. That figures. I mean, that Indiana defense is trash. Billy says, can we please have corner blitzes? Okay. Getting a little crazy there, Billy, but I like it. I like a good corner blitz just as much as the next guy. I used to love watching, who was it used to come off the edge back in the 90s? Oh yeah. Antoine Winfield. Antoine Winfield was the baddest man to play corner ever. That dude would come off the edge, he'd blitz, he'd roll up a running back and run support, take him to the ground. That dude was a freaking stud. But yeah, I would just I'd be happy if we get 4 guys on the D line getting a good push and disrupting the quarterback all day. Get some pressures, get in there. Jack and JT are leading the team in pressures. They're just not getting the sacks. They're doing this, like Jim Knowles said the other day, this coordinated rush. So that to me means rushing with a plan, not just going maniac crazy guy, but having a plan when you rush. Oh, we got a caller. I'm coming to you, caller. Please identify yourself. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
I think I'm in the wrong place. Sorry.
All right. Who are you looking for?
Is this you, Joe?
Yeah, this is Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who is this?
This is Billy.
Oh, Billy.
I didn't recognize your voice. I thought I dialed in the wrong passcode.
You think it was my wife?
No, because I saw her earlier today. No, sorry, I had to make that joke.
Oh, low blow, Billy. I told you to keep your gloves up.
So PC said all the things that I wanted to say about the Maryland game. So thanks, PC. And but I wanted to talk about the schedule a little bit, about our out of conference. Have you know what our out of conference is? Not next year, but coming up. Still there?
Yeah, it's garbage.
No. We got to play not next year, but after that we have to play Texas in the home and home, then Alabama, and then Georgia. I think we got all those home and homes coming up.
Like 2025 and 2026.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, you got Texas week 1 in 2025. That's in Columbus. Let's see. Well, I don't know if this is exactly in order. I kind of doubt it because they got Michigan here. at the week 5. So that's definitely not the case. But yeah, Washington, UCLA, Penn State, obviously at Michigan. Okay, yeah, that's a legit schedule in 2025.
Yeah, if I live that long, man, I'm gonna be. We're gonna have some good early season games to watch.
I hope you do, Billy.
Yeah, I hope so too. So, anyways, I just wanted to call in. I told you I'd call in. I don't have much to add to the conversation here. Also wanted to thank you for all the great content you've been putting out. And I totally agree with your morning show about, we just have to come out and make a statement, tomorrow, just on both sides of the ball. We got to get home. We got to pressure. We got to harass Talia. Is that his name? Talia. We have to harass him.
Oh yeah.
And he's been pretty interception prone coming into this year. I think he had a 2-to-1 TD to interception ratio. He's been better this year, but he hasn't played a real defense yet either. So I'm hoping we can pick the ball up a little bit.
Yeah, I think that pass defense is going to be a rude awakening for little Tua.
Yeah, a little Tua. And and I just want to see, Kyle had that incredible drive at the end of the Notre Dame game, and I just want to see him pick up right from there,
Yeah.
And just start hitting people. So
yeah.
Anyways, that's my 2 cents. I just wanted to call in, say hi, say thank you, and go Bucks.
All right, Billy. I appreciate you, man.
Take care, man.
Yep. Take care. All right, Billy's popping in here. I love it. Folks, don't be afraid to call in. Phone lines are open. I feel like it's my birthday. PC called in and Billy called in both. Who's next? All right, let's go back to the chat, see what's happening. PC says the West Coast is the land of fruits and nuts. Yeah, exactly. We got our share here on the West Coast of Florida, trust me. By the way, see, now you got me like a squirrel, dog seeing a squirrel. I have to go to a lesbian wedding a week from today. Yeah. A lesbian wedding I have to go to. It's my wife's sister. Such a pain in the ass. It's her 3rd wedding, by the way. Of course it is, because why wouldn't it be? She's in her 40s, 3rd wedding. This is definitely not her last, right? I mean, she's only in her 40s. This will be her 3rd. She's already done 2. So she's got at least 2 or 3 more in her, right? You got to assume that. So what's the big deal? Why do we need to have a big event? Just having a beach wedding, it's going to be, YouTube is going to love this segment of the show. You can't say the word lesbians without getting like shadow banned or some shit. So anyways, I'll try and keep it to a minimum, but next Friday's show is going to be, I'll probably be a little lit up because I got to go to a beach lesbian wedding. I don't care. Like the lesbian part's just funny to me because like she's married 2 guys before and now she's switching to girls. Her other sister also switched to girls just recently. So anyway, I don't know where to go with that. Yeah, I don't know who's wearing the tux and who isn't. I'm sure it will be colorful. Anyways, thanks, PC, on your fruits and nuts shit. Got me all distracted. Anyway, PC says, did anyone ever go to Kegs and Eggs back at OSU? I did a couple times. It was nice and juice for the game. I was nice and juice for the game against Team Up North. Nice, yeah. I went to that at Bowling Green. Not exactly the same, I'm sure. Tipper says, Everclear 120. Jesus, are you trying to burn your throat off? Jeez, that'll take the paint off your house, man. That's a psycho move, but I respect it. PC says, hey, Joe, I never complimented you on your new opening video. I like it a lot. Did Buckeye Frank have any input on that? No, that was all me. I like to dabble. I'm originally a graphic designer by trade. Now I do all kinds of like video and audio editing. Still do the design stuff, websites, email marketing, social media, shit like that. So marketing stuff and design has always been kind of my day job, I guess you could say. But this is kind of taken over the show. Not that I'm complaining. PC says, I'm also thinking a big game for Stover. Oh, but thank you, PC, for the compliment on the video. I'm also thinking a big game for Stover too. Forgot to mention. Yeah, I could see Stover getting some catches. What do you have, like 11 last week or last game against Notre Dame? Billy says, I'm a bourbon guy, but I don't have Joe's high tastes. Well, yeah, I got to cut back on that. I can't afford that expensive shit anymore. I'm starting to take food off my wife's table. So yeah, it's not good when she can't eat and I'm drinking. Yeah, it's probably not a good thing. No. PC says I'd take a good corner blitz. Don't see that a lot anymore. Yeah. Billy says IGB and Burke are both more than tough enough to make plays on the QB for sure. Denzel might not have a lot to do tomorrow. He might be kind of bored if they don't look at his side of the field. PC says, didn't mean to steal your thunder, Billy. Temper will have a QB in 2025. Yes, we will. Definitely. Maybe a couple. Definitely going to be another QB battle in 25. PC says, Temper, you got to be next. I'm keeping an eye on the phone lines and nobody's in there. I forgot to ask Sean if he was going to be on. Oh, well. We were texting about Jim Harbaugh leaving after the season because of Michigan's schedule next year. And the next coach, whoever that is for Michigan next year, is getting so screwed, man. PC says, awesome. Who is the groom or no? Yeah, I don't know. Could be a non-groom kind of wedding. We'll find out. Oh, and the one of the brides to be is from Zanesville, Ohio. So there's that. She must have escaped all those wild animals. Temper says, take your camera to the wedding. Yeah. I'll be looking for those lipstick lesbians. You know that. PC says, over under on 2.5 more weddings. Ooh. Over. Well, this is her third. So as long as she makes it till next Friday and shows up, which, hey, could be a dicey situation. I don't know. She's a little flaky. Of course she is. She's a lesbian. Boom. In-law slam. But yeah, over under 2.5 more. Yeah. She's the kind of person that would, like, every 10 years, I would just plan on her having a wedding, you know. PC says, hey, I would switch to girls too. Would you? Me too. I love the ladies. They really rev my engine. Billy says, if Kyle comes back and Air's coming in, the QB room will be in chaos next year. Air can sit for a year. He'll be fine. What does Lincoln Kineholz do? I always get that wrong. Tipper says, take your video camera then. You know I will. It'll be rolling. Tipper says, props to Zanesville. Hope I didn't turn her gay. Tipper, you're from Zanesville? I didn't know that. Billy says, straight gay, everybody is stupid about marriage. Yeah. I've been married twice. This is my second wife. So I'm not shitting on getting married multiple times. It's just, I don't know. Probably saying too much. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I just think it's funny. Some of these women that, maybe a guy turned them down once, and suddenly they're like, oh no, women it is. Screw the guys, you know. But I'm not hung up on it. It's the inconvenience of going to a wedding on a Friday evening. Really. And plus I don't like her. She's just annoying. But that's what sisters-in-laws are, right? Sisters-in-law? Yeah. Sisters-in-law. If they weren't annoying, they wouldn't be your sister-in-law, right? Dipper, yep, from the Ville. But yeah, what else is going on here? Let me. Good one, Billy. Billy says marriage is the leading cause of divorce. Yeah, exactly. That's as good as your Mensa joke on Wednesday, Billy. That's right up there. I'm going to frame those and hang them on my wall. Oh man. So why is this like a California only podcast now? We got Billy, Temper, and PC. All West Coasters, right? Interesting. Hey, we're getting some views. We got some people popping in here. Don't forget to hit that like button, por favor. Por favor, me. Thank you. Still got a phone line open. PC says, because of the change in Big Ten scheduling, no more UCLA game for my boys next year, assholes. Oh, that sucks. I forgot about that. PC. Well, UCLA does have Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, Oregon, and USC coming to town. Sorry. USC has Nebraska, Penn State, Rutgers, Wisconsin. I don't know. Seems like I think the UCLA Oregon game might be the best one. USC might be okay. It'll be interesting to see these new starting quarterbacks next year. UCLA and Indiana. Yeah. PC's already bought his tickets for UCLA and Indiana. Bet those are cheap. So what's up? PC says Cali only right now because the East Coasters are drunk by now. We're getting there. That's a good point. I probably should be myself. Billy says hot in Cali today. PC, wait, you see, PC says, nope, I need the Buckeyes. I don't give a crap about Cali teams. Yeah. How are you going to watch the game tomorrow, Joe? Probably going to be a 2-screen scenario tomorrow. I wish YouTube TV could get their shit together and let you choose. So they got this 4-box thing, but they determine which 4 games you watch. You don't get to select. So it's like a side-by-side or 4 quadrants or whatever. So I'm going to be doing probably the Buckeyes on the big screen. And then on my laptop, I'll just do the Oklahoma-Texas game. Red River rivalry, whatever. That's going to be a good one. Won't be a blowout like last year, I don't think, but I think Texas definitely wins. That's one of my picks coming up tomorrow. Texas is favored by 5.5 right now. Over under is 61, but I got to say, I think Texas might be right now the best team in the country. They got everything working. I'm liking Texas. I know Quinn Ewers is an asshole for using us the way he did, but George, I can't say Georgia is better than them. I can't say obviously Bama, no, but who else is better than Texas right now? I'm open to any thoughts. Yeah, PC, you can open YouTube TV in multiple screens or multiple windows on a laptop, but not on, I use Apple TV for my YouTubing. So no, you can't do multiple screens there. And I just bought a new fucking TV, like before the season started, is an Amazon Fire TV. It's a nice TV, but that doesn't even have picture in picture or split screen or anything, you know, some horse shit. Still got time for one more call. We're going to go to about 5:30 here. Chat's been popping thanks to the Cali contingent. I think Texas looks good. PC likes Texas. He thinks they'll stumble at some point. See, that's the thing with Texas and their Big 12 schedule. Don't forget, this is the last season. Outside of this Oklahoma game, dude, it is smooth sailing. Texas has Houston, BYU, K-State, TCU, Iowa State, and Texas Tech. So enjoy the last season of that Big 12 shit. Jeremiah says, hey, Joe, do you think the Buckeyes defense can get some scores, fumble returns, or any amount of pick sixes? It's just fine with me. I agree. Yeah. Got one last year late in the game against Talia, little tipped pass that Steel Chambers plucked out of the air and rumbled into the end zone. Made that game look a little bit better. The 13-point win was just a one-score game at that point. But yeah, pick six would be nice. I dare Talia to throw the freaking ball in Denzel Burke's way. I dare him to go to that side of the field, please. Billy says, I don't hate Quinn, just think he's overrated. Yeah, I mean, he's good. Dude has an excellent arm, but Texas is a complete team, in my opinion. They got a solid running game, good defense. You saw what they did to Alabama. That front four was getting after Milroe. So their defense is legit, I feel. PC says you could be right. That Texas schedule does sound like cake. Yeah, wait till the turntables turn next year. Texas and Oklahoma. Billy says K-State could give Texas a game. I agree. That would be the only game I see. What's K-State ranked? Are they even ranked right now? No, K-State's not even ranked yet. They're 3-1, 1-0 in the Big 12. Nothing really pops off the screen here with this team. You know, they throw a lot. They go for 283 through the air on average. They run the ball for almost 200 yards. But who have they played? UCF. They lost to Mizzou. Beat Troy. Beat Southeast Missouri. Lost to Bama. So, yeah. Oh, that was the bowl game against Bama. Yeah. I don't know, man. K-State's really got to impress me. Texas is throwing the ball for 286, running for 192, but then their defense is where things really they really take control. They allow 196 through the air per game and 95 on the ground per game. Again, you know, Alabama's the only good team they really played. Kansas, Baylor, no, they're not good. Wyoming and food. They played rice. They played with their food. So, yeah, PC says, I guess we'll have to hope for this weekend then, but I think that one is a stretch. Never know, though. Rivalries are a different matter. And the thing about the Red River rivalry shootout, whatever you want to call it, is that's a equal 50-50 crowd. That's like split right down the middle. At least that's how they used to do the tickets. I assume they still do. You know, it's 50% burnt orange. The other half of the stadium is red, you know, which I like. So it's almost a neutral site. And that's one of those games that'd be fun to go to because you could smell the, you know, the state fair outside, all the smells of smoke and stuff. It'd be sweet. Chicks puking in porta potties. Beautiful sight. PC says, yeah, outside of this weekend, KSU is my best bet. I wouldn't put much on that one. No, I agree. It's Kentucky got, or K-State got coming up. See how their schedule looks. K-State at Oklahoma State this week. Oh, that's tonight. K-State plays. Texas Tech, TCU, Houston, Baylor, Kansas, Iowa State. So, you know, the Big 12. Great. Thanks for that. I love that LSU is still ranked. That's pathetic. That's sarcasm. Vatech going to Florida State. Somebody needs to knock off Florida State, man. I have no interest in seeing them being good. How about A&M and Bama? Bama going to College Station. What do you guys think about that one? All right, Temper, we'll get you next time. We'll be back Monday or Sunday night. Take calls Sunday night for sure. PC, that is in the Cotton Bowl, Dallas. The Red River rivalry. Ray says, I can see 4 QBs in competition next year, Joe. I'm not a quarterback. What are you talking about? Just kidding. Just kidding. McCord, Brown, Air, and Lincoln Kineholes. Yes, that is the quarterback room next year. Devin Brown has to transfer out, right? Billy, I'm pretty sure it's at the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, good point, PC. I love that Kirby Smart quote. And then he backed it up and said that a lot of teams wouldn't want to play in those SEC teams. Yeah, I'll take your entire conference with my team, dude. All right, Bill. We got you. We got you covered. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Ray, on that quarterback room, but that will be the room in January, not necessarily in April, though. I think Devin has to bounce. I mean, he's good enough to play. He could play at most Big Ten schools. So maybe he goes back out west, you know. There's what, three or four of these schools coming into the Big Ten next year that need a quarterback with experience, you know. Yeah, Temper, Jerry World is our home away from home. We do tend to frequent Jerry's spot. Yeah, could be. Could lose 2, Billy. We could lose 2. I agree. I hope not, but it could happen. We're gonna find out where Sean's kid is playing tonight. Football. Oh, Sean's kids team is having a rough go of it. 0-6, 0-3 in their Catholic Central League. Sorry, Henry. Looks like they got the week off. I think.
Tommy John's latest interview.
Thanks. 10. Oh, no, tomorrow. They play Saturday night against De La Salle Collegiate. Yeah. Rough season for the brother Ricers. Oh, his last name's Henry. Sean Henry. You know. I wish there was a funny reason to call him Henry, but no, pretty boring. So anyway, 5:30, boys. Time to pour something in a glass. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. You will have my instant reaction. I'll try and do it after the game on Saturday, since it's an early one. So maybe you'll get that at 4, 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. Between 4 and 6 Eastern. How many scores do we have so far? Oh, I can tell you that. We have Stephen Cherry with a total of 68. Odysseus, a total of 68 as well. Hopefully they don't win. Just kidding. Todd Doyle, 52. Buckeye, 70, 84, 55. Ray has a total of 71. Johnny C has a total of 59. Billy has a total of 55. Hopefully you and Buckeye 70, 84 don't win. Just kidding. Drew Smith, total of 45, and PC, a total of 59. You and Johnny C, PC, in cahoots to bankrupt me. So best of luck to everybody. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. I would like to bump my score up a bit. I had 37-17 Sunday night on the live show. I think the Buckeyes are really going to pour it on. I'm thinking more like 47-17, 51-17. I think we go off, but I'll keep with the 37-17. We'll stick with that. Sean had 38-24, expecting a Talia explosion in his face. And Jeff had 38-31, even more. Holy crap. So, all right. I appreciate you, PC. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, Sunday night, 8 p.m. See you then, or see you at another time. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.